Hi, guys. All right, so the first official elected person has left the Republican Party over Trump. Although I'm certain there have been others that have been unofficial, Iowa State Senator, I believe he's a state senator, David Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, has left the Republican Party supposedly over Trump. But let's be honest, he's probably shitting his pants about some policy or another that Trump may or may not implement. So this actually comes from The Guardian. And if you look up here, it tells you David Johnson, Iowa State Senator, so I was right, leaves Republican Party over Trump. Title: Iowa State Senator is first elected official to leave the Republican Party over Trump. David Johnson changes registration to no party in response to Donald Trump accusing federal judge Gonzalo Querol of bias based on his race. All right, well, it's kind of a cluster reason, but it's a reason nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know me. I wouldn't have left for that reason. I would have kind of told him to go, go do something and then come back later or something. Anyway, so this comes from The Guardian. The Iowa State Senator David Johnson has become the first elected official, supposedly on record, to leave the Republican Party over Donald Trump. This happened Tuesday, supposedly, likening his presumptive nominee's campaign to the rise of Hitler. So basically, he likened his Trump's nomination campaign to the rise of Adolf Hitler. So cool. Not that Hitler was cool. Well, the man kind of was cool, but his policies and his Third Reich shit, I don't really support it. So I mean, he was a vegetarian, so he did do his job there. I mean, he hit the gym supposedly every day. So, I mean, the guy. Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Johnson announced that he was changing his registration to no party after Trump leveled accusations on bias at Judge Gonzalo Querol, an American judge of Mexican heritage, who allowed the release of some unflattering documents from a case against Trump University. So I haven't supported Mr. Trump at any point along this way, but what I'm calling his racist remarks and judicial jihad is the last straw, Johnson told The Guardian. Johnson, compared Trump's run for the Republican nomination to the rise of Adolf Hitler, and Trump won by reducing his campaign to reality TV and large crowds and diverse language and all the trappings of a good show for those who like that kind of approach. And that's what happened in the 1930s in Germany. Well, yes and no, but you got to play on what's going on, folks. You can't just sit there and go, I'm going to be a good president. I'm going to make y'all rich. I'm going to tax the rich. Can't just sit there and just do, baloney slogans. Anyways, forgot to tell you that noise you may or may not have heard. One of my cats almost fell out of the window. So luckily, I think they caught themselves and pulled themselves back up. So if you hear anything, that's what it was. This guy Johnson basically added, I think that's all I need to say. But certainly the fascists took control of Germany under the same types of strategies. Johnson also condemned Trump's proposed ban on Muslims entering the United States, referencing his own father, who was in the first American unit to liberate the Nazi prison camp. Which Nazi prison camp? It doesn't say. Or a Nazi prison camp. It doesn't say which. Well, let's see here. Where was my family in World War II? I believe we had a guy. Well, I know we had a guy that was supposedly SS who did serve in Hitler's, supposedly his SS. But he ended up, from what I understand, he was an engineer, a bachelored engineer, from what I understand. And he got put on site basically for the V2 project. So he actually didn't see much. Another one served with, trying to think of who the heck it was, Tito's army. He was some freedom fighter, supposedly. I've heard captain in Tito's army, but it could have been a high-ranking sergeant or something. I don't know who it was. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, going back to this situation with Trump and Johnson, if you're going to be so upset that you're going to leave over some comment, then you obviously have no idea what's been going on this entire time. Now, his leaving says everything, that he fears Trump might become the next Hitler. I got to be honest with you folks, if they wanted to put all the liberals in the camps, I can't say I wouldn't, I wouldn't go for it, But if they did start killing them en masse, I would probably form up a group and we would start raiding the camps. So that's where I am in it. Change their mood, change their indoctrination, give them a week or two in, Conservativeville and kick them the hell out and let them get back to work. But that's the way I am, folks. So this is what it is. Plain and simple, folks. First elected official to leave the Republican Party over Trump, Iowa State Senator David Johnson. Basically, he compares Trump to the rise of Hitler, using the same strategies in the same situations to basically gain the same promises. And basically what Johnson is saying is that he fears that Trump is going to definitely go the Hitler route. That's what it is. I see a bunch of purging needing to be done. I got to be honest with you. Whether it's the refugee crisis, whether it's all these liberals who shouldn't be in office or shouldn't be in power, whether it's this crazy-ass police state thinking everybody's doing something around the next corner and they have to be there spying on everybody inside their vehicles and shit, like it's Soviet Russia and the espionage thereof. There needs to be a purge, folks. I don't necessarily mean a genocide or a mass killing. There definitely needs to be purge, and I think it is coming. Thank you.